Good morning YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Shredding Season. Now today's a good day because I weighed in this morning, first thing as soon as I woke up, at 179.8 pounds, which as we know is below that 108 pound target that I set myself. Funnily enough, I got back into my room, just went through my emails, checked YouTube, did a few things. About an hour later I went and weighed myself again. I'd had a drink of water in between, so I'd rehydrated a little bit because I got really sore throat. I was dying for it. And so when I went to record the intro and just check the weight again, I was 180.8, as you'll have just seen. So I'm not really counting that. My official weigh-in this morning that I, when I'm tracking each day at the same point, I do it first thing, as soon as I wake up, no food, no water, go to the toilet, and then straight away weigh myself, and that's where I've been tracking myself. As for the videos, I then usually go back a little bit later, try not to eat or drink anything in between and get the same reading on the scale. But obviously this time I don't know if you can hear, but I'm really not feeling too well, so it's frustrating though, because I've been ill on and off for the past like 5 months, and it's really starting to get on my nerves. Every time it seems like it's gone, I have like a week where I feel great and then just hits me again. So I'm probably gonna get myself a doctor's appointment, try and get that checked out. As for right now though, I'm gonna make some breakfast. I'm thinking a little bit different to normal, still going with the eggs to get that protein in. I'm gonna make a bit of an omelette. I'm going with 3 egg whites and 2 whole eggs, so it's a total of 32 grams of protein and around 9 grams of fat, which is not bad at all. And then once we've had that, I'm going to head down to the running track actually and try and do some cardio. It's not too bad of a day today, so might get that out of the way. And then I'm going to head to the gym to record that 185 pound physique update. It won't be in this video, it'll be in the next video, but even so, while I'm at this weight, and I'm definitely there, I know I am, so I'm going to go and get that done. And then I think just going to go through some clients' emails and just do some menial tasks. And then a bit later on I'll probably show you what I have for lunch or dinner, and then once again we'll hit the gym. Probably, I don't know, maybe an arm workout, I'm not too sure. Well actually I might take that rest day I was meant to take the other day when I went and did back instead on the other episode, because I am due one. So maybe I'll just go in and do some abs, and obviously at the running track I'll get my cardio done. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because it's absolutely killing my throat. There might not be too much talking in this episode, so I apologise for that. But yeah, I'm going to make that food, I'll show you it, let's get cracking.
Low beats.
Alrighty guys, that is breakfast done. I am ready to hit the running track and go and do some cardio. It's actually a nice day outside for once, making me feel kind of summery for the first time in so long. It's the only problem with England. I really like the place, but the weather, not great. So I'm pretty happy to go out and do some cardio, so I'm going to do some sprints, maybe throw a little twist on it, on just regular sort of sprints and rest. We'll see, depends how I feel, but let's not waste any more time. Let's jump in the car, freshly cleaned and everything, and let's get going. Alright guys, what is up? We're at the running track now. As you can probably see, it's an absolutely glorious day, which is surprising seeing as it's only early March. Basically I've just gone around and done 5.5 laps of the track, so what's that, 2200 meters, 2.2 kilometers, about 1.5 miles roughly, just to get me going. I have my hoodie on, warming up, getting a sweat on. Just sat down for a second to catch my breath, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into 5 sprints, basically sprint down the end, walk back or jog back depending on how I'm feeling, rest for maybe like 20 seconds, go again. It's about 80 meters long. I'm not quite at the 100 meter mark, I don't think. It's hard to tell, there's too many lines on this track. But yeah, so I'm going to do 5 sprints after doing 5 laps, and then just to cool down I'll probably do another 2.5, maybe 3, another kilometre or so of just gentle jogging to cool down. Then I'm going to go home, I'm going to rest up a bit, I'm going to eat something because I'm starving, and then just get on with the rest of the day. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the sprints and then maybe me cooling down at the end. So I hope you enjoy that. I'll probably make it in some sort of edit with a bit of music so it's not too tedious, and then I'll catch up with you guys a bit later on. Alright guys, that is going to do it for the cardio. Sorry if you can't see me very well, I'm not exactly parked in the best place for filming, but I really just need to get home, have a shower, get some food in me, because I forgot how hard that is. You know, we're not having a long break period in between, you know, each one. You know, if you're not having a couple of minutes to stop and rest, which you would do if you were obviously training to improve, you know, that creatine level of output where you're 90% of, you know, full exertion, whether it be lifting weights or running, swimming, any form of cardio. That rate of perceived exertion being up at 9 or 10 out of 10, you should be taking a couple of minutes rest in between each one. Whereas with this, because we're just trying to keep the heart rate up and just get it going through the roof, just absolutely annihilating it, you can't have very long in between. If you're new to it, I'd suggest taking longer rests. Although I haven't done it recently, I do it quite a lot in the past. But I'm just going to go home now and rest. I'll probably catch up with you guys in a little bit in the gym. I'm exhausted, so I think we're just going to do a bit of an ab workout, but I'll take you through what I do pretty much, you know, every time I go to do abs at the moment. When I first got back into it, it was a little lighter, and I will make it a little bit more difficult by the time I'm finished. But as for now, I'll show you exactly what I'm up to, and so I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we are in the gym, just doing a quick ab workout. This footage here is from about a week ago. I did exactly the same exercise when I was actually in the gym. However, my data on my card got a bit corrupted and wouldn't work. So luckily I had this just laying around because I've recorded one a while ago, so I'm throwing that in there. But basically with my abs, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm starting off with hanging leg raises with either bent knees or, you know, straight legs. Either or, but just making sure to tense that core up and not allow yourself to swing backwards, because then the momentum is taking the effort away from your abdomen, and that is not what we want. Now this one here is a bit of a different one. Basically what you do, you need something to hold on to just to keep yourself steady, unless you're like a magician and you can do that by yourself. Basically trying to use your arms as little as possible just to keep yourself balanced, and then extending yourself out, rolling further away makes it harder, rolling closer to the bar makes it easier. And then you can pretty much do anything. You can kick your legs, you can do leg raises, you can do sort of flutter kicks, you can cycle like this. There are loads of different things you can do, but trust me on this one guys, after a while this one absolutely kills. If it's too easy, you can always just stick a weight in between your feet or a plate or whatever it happens to be and make it a little bit more difficult. Next I go on to one of my favourite ab exercises. This is a cable crunch, if you like. So basically you're not pulling with the arms at all, you're just keeping them locked in place, and you want to tense up the entire time as if, you know, just trying to tense your entire body and breathe out every time you come so you get the maximum contraction. And this one just absolutely shreds your abs, like it kills if done properly. You'll want a fair amount of weight on the machine because otherwise you won't be working them to their fullest, but this is a great one for building up sort of size and thickness of the abs rather than just toning them like some other exercises do. And then once I've done 4 or 5 sets of all of the exercises, including the cable curl, I move on to do it to the side, and I try and really focus on contracting my obliques, really crunching to the side, again breathing out to get the maximum contraction, and the entire time you want to be tensed up all over your body as hard as you can, really engaging those muscles, not just moving around and letting whatever feels like it take part, but really focusing on the core. Anyway guys, that is it for what I do for abs. Thank you for watching this episode of Shredding Season. Next up is the 180 pound update, so I'll see you in the next episode.